Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic. God has become tired of humanity, recently retired and left you in charge. Do you leave the rules exactly as they currently are, and if not, what changes will you be making? I've abandoned too many Sims to have this kind of responsibility. Hell, I've outright murdered them for that decorative urn. I mean, that's nothing on what God has done. If God is real, that's probably what he did to us. Edit. Well, now I know I should watch Supernatural. We are all in one giant pool and God took away the ladder. Anybody that misrepresents me or my prophets will turn bright blue. Proceed to blasphemist. Bloody Avatar cosplayers. Listen up, here's a story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night and everything he says is blasphemy. Jesus is required to show up once a year to clarify some shit. Jesus here, bringing you Heathens Update 10.27 along with the hot fix so many of you prayed about. Church won't update your Bible because they want you to buy new one every year. I'm walking away to 8 head out. Last one out, turn off the lights. I would definite mess with the laws of physics. E equals MC 100. Surely that would fuck up nuclear fusion in the sun, as there wouldn't be enough mass to produce the energy needed in the first place. Edit. Turns out my most upvoted comment is an incorrect attempt at science. I didn't really think it through, but yes, we would need a lot less mass. I'm doing a hard restart on Earth. Hope you finished that last season of whatever show you were binging. Ironically, it was The Good Place. That show gets to stay. Karma is real and quickly enforced in the most ironic of ways. Cut in front of someone in line. The person behind you gets the 100th customer special and they just ran out of the item you really wanted. Humiliate someone publicly for something undeserved. Have a panic attack that someone is going to do that to you next. Try to stab someone. You trip and fall on the knife instead. Oh yeah, and I guess get rid of mosquitoes /cancer /disease, fix the Middle East, and get a second season of Firefly made. Cut in front of someone in line. The person behind you gets the 100th customer special and they just ran out of the item you really wanted. No butting in line, I think you'll love this. Actual URL, https://u2.be. Try to stab someone. You trip and fall on the knife instead. When little Timmy made a plan to stab his brother Pete, he bought a knife to kill the man from someone on the street. He planned his every move with care. The how, the why, the way. The means to take him out and where. The perfect time of day. And when he'd whispered fare thee well, he swung his blade with pride. But little Timmy tripped and fell. And Timmy fucking died. I'd change the Planck constant by 0.1% and watch the sun set on a grateful universe. I wanted to find a post about the laws of physics. I'm happy. In many ways God could be interpreted as being the laws of physics. I too am glad someone looked at it from this angle. No more mosquitoes. Edit. Holy mosquitoes, Batman, I never expected this much attention on the silly comment. Also, if I do remove the mosquitoes, I'll alter the ecosystem such that it can function without them. Added bonus, water from shower is always the perfect temp for everybody. Or bedbugs. Fuck. Bedbugs are fucking awful in every way. No commercials longer than 30 seconds. Bowflex, I'm looking at you. How about no commercials? Period. Just make advertising a non-tax deductible expense. Wait, there are rules. Yeah, but they change depending on who you're asking // Well, there's physics and the universal constants, but change those and more likely than not life has to start all over again. I make every living thing that's capable of farting rip one at the same time. Before or after I've had White Castle. Depends if your name is Harold or Kumar. Change pandas' sexual preferences so they aren't endangered. Gay pandas now, good job. You'll need to look under advanced options for the rest of the settings. I personally recommend changes to the in-heat frequency and mate selectiveness modules. I'm God now. You guys are so fucked. Oh God, we're screwed. Fucked, or oh God, we're being screwed. Fucked. Well, all mythical creatures are now real, so both. When people make a decision that affects other people, a similar effect will occur in your life. I wouldn't tell anyone though. So if you are nice to your neighbor on the left, your neighbor on the right will be nice to you. If you bully someone, you will be bullied too. But what if you only bully someone as karma because they bullied someone? Do you get bullied? And then who bullies your bully? Everyone bullies everyone, the dream. People that abuse children will be visibly marked so society can easily identify them and punish them. Yay, revenge is cool, but if you had God powers, wouldn't you just fix child abusers? That would be the only meaningful solution. But providing meaning doesn't make people give you imaginary internet points. I dig it, brother. Depending on the definition of abusing children, a very big proportion of parents is getting marked real quick. Which is kinda the problem also with this idea. If so many people are marked, no one's going to feel like anything's wrong. I step down and give the position to my cat. Edit. Jesus Christ, I never expected so much attention on a 10-word Reddit post 0.0. Meow, why would you go and do a thing like that? I hate you. That is another Askreddit question in itself. What would he/she do? Probably come to Earth in physical form and knock over skyscrapers and shit on Arizona. Delete free will for a year, shape the world to perfection, and then return it. Watch from my disinterested perch as humans *ck it all up again. Destroy the planet, kill each other, wreck other animals, etc. Rinse and repeat. The first Matrix I designed was quite naturally perfect, it was a work of art, flawless, sublime. A triumph equaled only by its monumental failure. The inevitability of its doom is as apparent to me now as a consequence of the imperfection inherent in every human being, thus I redesigned it based on your history to more accurately reflect the varying grotesqueries of your nature. Watch from my disinterested perch as humans *ck it all up again. Destroy the planet, kill each other, wreck other animals, etc. Rinse and repeat. Sounds about right. Even if you don't believe in me, you still get to come to heaven. You could also fix that by stopping and say what's up every now and then too. 1. Earth anxiety, depression and suicidal feelings. 2. Buff karma in 10% and luck in 5%. 3. Discover how Reddit karma is calculated. 3. Discover how Reddit karma is calculated. Even God doesn't know. Bad things no longer happen to good people. A goddamned whole lot of people would be very surprised and confused about why bad stuff keeps happening to them when all good people had it stop for them, including a metric ton of religious and even ecclesiastical people. And that's if we're being nice and using the broadest definition of good. If we're being strict about it, like saints only or something, it would affect like only a handful of people per continent. Actually, good premise for a book. Really good. If y'all don't work together from here on out, I'ma burn this shit to the ground. Gonna have to hurry before we beat you to the punch, oh holy one. No more menstrual cycles. Babies can still be made without issue, but fuck periods. They're not good for anyone. They impact self-esteem, they can interfere with everyday life, and some people have very severe ones that impact health. Also, menstrual stuff is expensive. Ask any woman trying to budget for tampons every month. That expense builds up. That's potentially grocery money. Fuck periods. Yes. That would be just lovely. Then you could make a baby switch that both parties agree to or one party agrees to if they are going it alone. No painful and messy periods and no accidental pregnancies. What? Like 2 keys. Like a nuclear weapon launch. I'd probably have to read over the Bible a bit more to axe some of the stuff, but let's keep the 10 Commandments for the most part. Probably add some general stuff like try not to be a dick. I'll send a dude to tell you all the stuff, don't worry, I'll write it all down on his hand before I do. If everyone is really cool to each other, I'll make Mars Earth too, later, not now, I'm busy now. I'd probably have to read over the Bible a bit more to axe some of the stuff, but let's keep the 10 Commandments for the most part. Can I make a request? Could you change 3 of the first 4 commandments? 1. You shall have no other gods before me. 2. You shall make no idols to overshadow me. 3. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. 4. Keep the Sabbath day holy. Maybe just make the first commandment I'm the most important above all else. And then use the other 3 for things such as thou shalt not rape or thou shalt not let a fellow human or animal starve or suffer. I mean, we're going to understand how important you are, but if you're gonna have 10 main rules, maybe the first 4 shouldn't all be me 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 and me. Thou shalt not let a fellow human starve is not in the 10 commandments. But the 600 plus next amendments include plenty of commands to generously take care of poor people and prohibition of predatory practices. Prohibition of rape is already included in prohibition of stealing and in prohibition of covering anything that is not yours. I choose 2 random people every night and place a Kit Kat under one's pillow and a turd under the other's. Watch and enjoy the conspiracy theories. Edit, Kit Kat asterisk. Edit 2, read comments for more rules. Plot twist. The Kit Kat guy gets paranoid that someone is in his /her house, so much so that mental illness develops and has to be chucked into the Louis bin. The turd guy has a cat, so it's just another Wednesday. With how many people there are, I don't think society will ever notice.